Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a reading from the new Sri Krishna Chaitanya book by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on June 11th, 2020 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Rajivachanam Pangulang Ayategaram Tathivajam Mande Sri Guru Dinathaninam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishram Hare Om Tat Sat. Today is the Bhakreshwar Pandit's appearance date. He could dance non-stop for 72 hours.
He could dance non-stop for 72 hours.
And he said to Lord Chaitanya, give me some Gandharvas to sing the holy name, and I could go on dancing.
Get me some Gandharvas to sing the holy name, and I can go on dancing.
And Lord Chaitanya said, You're my wing.
And Lord Chaitanya said, you're my wing.
Yeah.
You are my wing.
If I had two like you, I could fly.
If I had two like you, I could fly.
Haribo. So today, Bhakreshwar Pandit's appearance day, we pray that we may have his blessings.
So today is Bhakreshwar Pandit's appearance day, and we pray that we may have his blessings.
The Lord Chaitanya had taken his kirtan procession to the Chandkazi.
Lord Chaitanya had taken his kirtan procession to the Chandkazi.
The Chandkazi was made into a devotee.
The Chandkazi was made into a devotee.
And then the kirtan went to the Shankabhanak Conch Shell businessman area.
And then the Kirtan party went to the Conch Shell businessman area.
And then to the Weaver area.
And then to the Weaver area.
Finally ended up at Kolavecha Sridhar's house.
And finally ended up at Kolavecha Sridhar's house.
Where Lord Chaitanya took the water from the old iron pot.
Where Lord Chaitanya took the water from the old iron pot
Of Kolavecha Sridhar.
of Kolavecha Sridhar.
Who felt very embarrassed that Lord Chaitanya had taken from his old pot.
Who had felt very embarrassed that Lord Chaitanya had drunk from his very old pot.
And Lord Chaitanya said that after taking devotee water,
But Lord Chaitanya said that after taking the devotee's water,
now my devotional service has been awakened.
now my devotional service has been awakened.
Lord Chaitanya was teaching us how we should take the remnants of devotees or the water of devotees.
So Lord Chaitanya was teaching us that we should take the remnants of the devotees or the water of the devotees.
Today, the chapter is entitled
Today the chapter is entitled Ecstasy of Devotees and Demigods.
চৈতন্য ভাগবত মধ্যখণ্ড প্রভুর ভক্তবাৎসল্য দর্শনে ভক্তগণের আনন্দ ক্রন্দন। ভক্তবাৎসল্য দেখি সর্বভক্তগণ সবার উঠিল মহা আনন্দ ক্রন্দন।
when the devotees witnessed the Lord's affection for his devotee,
When the devotees witnessed witnessed the Lord's affection for his devotee.
all the devotees present began to cry and began in great ecstasy.
All the devotees began to cry in great ecstasy.
And the emotions rose up. The emotions rose up.
Their emotions rose up.
Of thy Lord Chaitanya taking the water of his poor devotee,
By Lord Chaitanya taking the water of his poor devotee,
who had only a kind of repaired iron pot, who had only a repaired iron water pot.
from only a repaired iron pot.
And he expressed so much affection and devotion to his devotee.
And he expressed so much affection and devotion to his devotee.
So everyone started to cry in great bliss.
So everyone started to cry in great bliss,
Being so happy at seeing the mercy of the Lord.
being so happy at seeing the mercy of the Lord.
নিত্যানন্দ গদাধর পরিলা কান্দিয়া অদ্বৈত শ্রীবাস কান্দে ভূমিতে পড়িয়া
Nityananda Prabhu, Gadadhar Pandit, Advaita Prabhu,
Nityananda Prabhu, Gadadhar Pandit, and Advaita Prabhu,
and Sridhar Thakur
and Srivas Thakur
all started to cry at this and fell to the ground
all started to cry and fell to the ground
in ecstasy, loving ecstasy.
in loving ecstasy.
কান্দে হরিদাস গঙ্গাদাস বক্রেশ্বর মুরারি মুকুন্দ কান্দে শ্রীচন্দ্র শেখর
The devotees also crying at seeing the Lord's mercy, His affection to His devotee. You don't hear me? Seeing the mercy and the affection of the Lord for His devotees.
Seeing the mercy and affection for the Lord towards his devotees,
Haridas, Gangadas, Vakeshwar Pandit,
Haridas, Gangadas, Vakreshwar Pandit,
Murari,
Murari,
Mukunda,
Mukunda,
and Sri Chandrasekhar
and Sri Chandrasekhar
all cried
all cried
in great loving ecstasy.
in great loving ecstasy.
গোবিন্দ গোবিন্দানন্দ শ্রী গর্ভ শ্রীমান কান্দে কাশীশ্বর শ্রী জগদানন্দ রাম
Govinda Das, Govinda Nanda,
Govinda Das, Govinda Nanda,
Sri Garba,
Sri Garbha,
Sriman Pandit,
Sriman Pandit,
Kashishwar,
Kashishwar,
Sri Jagadananda,
Sri Jagadananda,
and Ram Pandit
and Rama Pandit
also began to cry.
also began to cry.
জগদীশ গোপীনাথ কান্দেন নন্দন শুক্লাম্বর গরুর কান্দায়ে সর্বজন
Jagadish Pandit, Govinath Acharya,
Jagadish Pandit, Gopinath Acharya,
Nandanacharya,
Nandanacharya,
Sukumar Brahmachari,
Shuklambar Brahmachari,
Garuda Das,
Garuda Das,
and many others were all began to cry.
and many others all began to cry.
লক্ষ
Wow.
লক্ষ কোটি লোক কান্দে শিরে দিয়া হার কৃষ্ণ রে ঠাকুর মোর অনাথের নাথ
Millions of people held their heads
Millions of
with their
people
hands
held their heads with their hands
and cried
and cried
and exclaimed,
and exclaimed,
"Oh dear Krishna,
O dear Krishna,
oh my Lord,
O my Lord,
O Lord of the helpless."
O Lord of the helpless.
So people don't have the Guru, don't have the mercy of Krishna,
So people who don't have a guru, who don't have the mercy of Krishna,
they're considered as anatha.
they're considered as anatha.
Anatha means like orphans.
Anatha means like orphans.
But Krishna is merciful to his devotees.
But Krishna is merciful to his devotees.
One of his names is Bhakta Vatsala,
That one of his names is Bhakta Vatsala,
one who has mercy on his devotees.
one who has mercy on his devotees,
Affection for his devotees.
one who has affection for his devotees.
Everyone was appreciating how the Lord was so merciful for his devotees.
So everyone was appreciating how the Lord was so merciful for his devotee.
Everybody started to cry in ecstasy.
Everybody started to cry in ecstasy.
কি হইল বলিতে নারী শ্রীধরের বাসে সর্বভাবে প্রেম ভক্তি হইল প্রকাশে
What happened at Sridhar's house?
What happened at Sridhar's house?
I'm not able to describe.
I am not able to describe.
There manifested the loving devotional service
There manifested the loving devotional service
in a most magnificent way.
in a most magnificent way.
কৃষ্ণ বলি কান্দে সর্বজগত হরিষে সংকল্প হইল সিদ্ধি গৌরচন্দ্র হাসে
So the whole world chanted Krishna in ecstasy
The whole world chanted Krishna in ecstasy
and cried in love.
and cried in love.
The Lord Gaurachandras was smiling because
Lord Gaurachandra was smiling because
his mission had been fulfilled.
his mission had been fulfilled.
Lord Chaitanya wanted to establish pure loving devotional service.
Lord Chaitanya wanted to establish pure loving devotional service
through the chanting of Hare Krishna.
through the chanting of Hare Krishna.
Now that was achieved when he went to the house of Sridhar.
So that was achieved when he went to the house of Sridhar.
So he was very happy.
So he was very happy.
জীর্ণ জলপাত্রে জলপান করিয়া প্রভু বৈষ্ণবকে অপ্রাকৃত বিচারে দর্শন করিতে শিক্ষাদান দেখো সব ভাই এই ভক্তের মহিমা ভক্ত বাসলের প্রভু করিলেন সীমা
All brothers just see the glories of this devotee.
Oh brothers, just see the glories of
The devotees.
the devotees.
Hey Bhakti Mahima, this devotee's glories.
Oh brothers, just see this devotee's glories.
How the Lord, he has so much affection for his devotee
How the Lord, he has so much affection for his devotees
that he displayed the limit of affection. He displayed the fullest limit of his affection.
He displayed the fullest limit of his devotion,
Affection
affection
for his devotee.
Affection for his devotee.
লোহ জলপাত্র তাতে বাহিরের জল পরম আদরে পান কইলেন সকল।
The iron water pot,
The iron water pot,
which was water that was used for external use,
which had water which was used for external use.
the Lord drank it with great affection.
But the Lord drank it with great affection.
In it.
Iron is the cheapest metal. Such an iron pot had become worn out after prolonged use. Moreover, it was meant for external use. To demonstrate that through the spiritual vision from the transcendental point of view, the material conception of poverty and destitution is an impediment in the devotional service of the Lord. The Lord drank water from the broken iron water pot of the poor Sridhar, and thus taught the entire world how to respect and honor devotees.
And normally, one would not use this water for drinking.
Normally, one would not use this water for drinking,
Maybe washing the feet or some other washing the hands.
maybe washing the feet or something other like washing the hands.
But Lord Chaitanya drank the water to show that he did not consider any caste, creed, anything.
But Lord
external.
Chaitanya drank the water to show that he did not consider any caste, creed.
He simply considered his devotee, Siddhar being his devotee.
He simply considered Sridhar being his devotee.
And he was poor or destitute, that was not to be noted.
That he was poor or destitute was not to be noted.
That he was a pure devotee of Krishna, that was what was important.
That he was a pure devotee of Krishna, that was what was important.
পরমার্থে পানিচ্ছা হইল যখনে সুধামৃত ভক্ত জল হইল তখনে।
The Lord and the Lord Gauranga had developed a transcendental desire to drink water.
Lord Gauranga had developed a transcendental desire to drink water.
At that time, the water of the devotee was like nectar,
At that time, the water of the devotee was like nectar.
purest nectar.
It was like the purest nectar.
So this is one of the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya.
So this is one of the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya.
And he was teaching how devotees should not be considered for his financial status.
He was teaching that devotees should not be considered by their financial status.
The devotion for the Lord is what is important.
Devotion for the Lord is what is important.
ভক্তি বুঝাইতে সে এমত পাত্রে জল পরমার্থে বৈষ্ণবের সকল নির্মল।
So Lord Gauranga wanted to establish
Lord Gauranga wanted to establish
the importance of pure devotional service.
the importance of pure devotional service.
I drank from such a pot
So he drank from such a pot
to reveal that everything a Vaishnava has
to reveal that everything that a Vaishnav has
is spiritual and spiritually, from a spiritual point of view, is pure.
that everything a Vaishnava has from a spiritual point of view is pure. Thus ends the chapter entitled Ecstasy of Devotees and Demigods.
Demigods are like angels from the heavenly planets.
Demigods are like angels from the heavenly planets.
So this is one pastime of the Lord that
So this is one pastime of the Lord that
his devotee Sridhar, who was very poor,
his devotee Sridhar, who was very poor,
and he lived in a single room house,
and he lived in a single room house,
which was in ill repair.
which was in ill repair.
He had a iron used repaired pot,
He had an iron used repaired pot,
which was holding some water,
which was holding some water,
and Lord Chaitanya drank from that
and Lord Chaitanya drank from that
to show that the devotee position is transcendental.
to show that the devotee
Position is transcendental.
devotee's position is transcendental.
What time is it? Want to do questions? Then we'll end here.
One or two questions and we will end here.
Any questions from China? This is important pastime because you don't have to be rich or have any facility
This is an important pastime because you don't have to be rich or have any facility
to worship Lord Chaitanya.
to worship Lord Chaitanya.
Anyone, even the poorest person,
Anyone, even the poorest person,
they have devotion.
if they have devotion,
They can be accepted by Lord Chaitanya.
they can be accepted by Lord Chaitanya.
There's no material qualification.
There is no material qualification.
Whether a man, a woman, a child, old,
One may be a man, a woman, a child, or old,
rich, poor.
rich or poor.
If they have devotion, that's all that counts.
If they have devotion, that's all that counts.
Haribol.
Hari Bol.
What's the question?
Hare Krishna Gurudev, please accept my respectful obeisances. We come to Krishna out of love and sometimes out of grief or sorrow. I heard that Bhakti Vinod Thakur once said to Lord that he can do as he pleases, whether push him away or embrace him. My question is, if we go with sorrow to Krishna, will he embrace me or push me away and play as he likes? How to understand mood of the Lord? Your spiritual daughter, Harita Madhavi Devidasi.
Point was, Bhaktivinoda Thakur had expressed his surrender to Krishna.
The point was Bhaktivinoda Thakur had expressed his surrender to Krishna.
That Krishna can do whatever he wants.
That Krishna can do whatever he wants.
That won't affect Bhaktivinoda Thakur's position that he is the servitor of Lord Krishna.
That won't affect Bhaktivinoda Thakur's position as he is the servitor of Lord Krishna.
But you seem to be giving some kind of condition.
But you seem to be giving some kind of condition.
If I have a sorrow with the Lord, push me away, what will he do?
If I have a sorrow, will the Lord push me away, or what would he do?
Why are you worried?
Why are you worried?
If we follow Bhaktivinoda Thakur, whatever the Lord does, we accept.
If you follow Bhakti Vinod Thakur, whatever the Lord does, we accept.
That's our love for him.
That's our love for him.
If you say that, if I have some sorrow,
Well, if you say that, if I have some sorrow,
I want him to fulfill my desire.
I won't be able to fulfill my desire.
So that's a conditional devotion.
So that's a conditional devotion.
I love you if you give me what I want.
I love you if you give me what I want.
Sounds like a business deal.
It's not like a business deal.
Sounds like a business deal.
Sounds like a business deal.
I wouldn't worry. Whatever the Krishna does is for the good.
Whatever Krishna does is for the good,
Not what you think. Your idea may or may not be for your good.
not what you think. Your idea may or may not be for your good.
So we depend on Krishna.
So we depend on Krishna.
He's Suhridam Sarvabhutanam.
He is Suhridam Sarvabhutanam.
He's a well-wisher of all the living entities.
He is the well-wisher of all the living entities.
So you depend on him, he won't let you down.
So if you depend on him, he will not let you down.
But not that he'll necessarily give you what you want
But not that necessarily he'll give you what you want
at this time.
at this time.
Because if giving you
Because if giving you the gift
will destroy you,
will destroy you,
then he'll wait till you get strong enough to take the gift.
so then he'll wait till you get strong enough to get the gift.
Like Lord Shiva, some demon asked, give me the power that anybody's head I touch,
Like Lord Shiva, one demon asked, give me the power that anybody's head that I touch,
it'll disappear.
it'll disappear.
She says, all right,
Shiva said, all right,
okay, let me try it on your head first.
okay, let me try it on your head first.
So Lord Krishna told Shiva, why do you give such blessings?
So Lord Krishna told Shiva, why did you give such blessings?
So he went to the person and said, why do you believe in Shiva?
So he went to the person and said, why do you believe in Shiva?
He took a small boy for he took a form of a small boy.
He took the form of a small boy.
You'll see, he touched your own head. You'll see nothing happens.
Touch your own head, you see, nothing will happen, nothing happens.
Oh, something like that. Right, boom, boom.
So like that, he touched his own head.
Last question. From Russia, from Saratov.
Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my respectful obeisances. to your lotus feet.
Accepted.
My question is based on the yesterday's lecture. What does it mean to listen with full faith? Ananta Shri Nitai Das, Saratov, Russia.
If we believe in the pastime,
If we believe in the pastime,
that's listening with full faith.
that is listening with full faith.
But if we doubt it, how can this be?
But if we doubt, how can this be?
It's an exaggeration
This is an exaggeration
or something like that.
or something like that.
That means we're not listening with full faith.
That means we're not listening with full faith.
Whatever was explained in this pastime of Lord Chaitanya
Whatever was explained in this pastime of Lord Chaitanya
is not an exaggeration.
is not an exaggeration.
In fact, the writer, he excused that he wasn't able to explain everything.
The writer, he excused that he wasn't able to explain everything
Because things are so wonderful,
because things were so wonderful.
beyond his ability to express.
That is beyond his ability to express.
Just to explain the auspicious sounds of the ladies
Just to explain the auspicious sounds of the ladies
would take him 100,000 years.
would take him 100,000 years.
Haribo!
Haribo,
Haribo!
Haribo,
Haribo!
Haribo.
Thank you very much, I wish.
Thank you very much. Hare.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.